Welcome to another episode of the WeakLEE Podcast. My guest me tonight is somebody I've been knowing for a good little while. My partner, she played basketball with me every now and then. Semaj, tell the people about yourself.
My name is Semaj. I'm from Kennedy Heights, west side of New Orleans.
That's the country. That don't count as the
Also
west
known
side.
as the West Bank. I'm a former athlete, college graduate, working mother of 3 boys who are all promising athletes.
Now you was raised single parent household?
No,
parent,
both of my parents. I had both of my parents. I have an older sister, an older brother. My biological siblings, an older sister, older brother. I'm the baby out of them two. My sister, she stays in Maryland. My brother, he stays down here.
Yeah. How your relationship with him?
Me and my brother, night and day. My sister, by her not being raised down here, we really started developing a relationship when I was 14. But as of now, we damn near talk every day.
Right. Why do you think that came about? Because you got older? How many years apart are y'all?
She's 37. My brother, he's about to be 35, and I'm 33.
Yeah. So, how was that like growing up, though?
I didn't get to see much of my sister growing up. Like, I could probably count on one hand how many times I really saw my sister growing up.
That could have a lot to do with why y'all really developed a relationship until y'all got older.
Of course, yeah.
Because, once you get older, you have ways of doing things on your own.
Right.
Instead of just doing what your parents say you to do.
True. And if not text, at least we talk every day.
Yeah. So, how was it like being a teen mom?
Being a teen mom, it was... My first son. Before I got pregnant with my first son, I was in an accident. I had an accident August 7, 2006. A friend of mine, me and my friend, we fell off a car. Maybe before the accident, my mom and my dad just split up. Maybe April, May. They split up. Of course, we had fun for the summer. We fell off the trunk of a car. He was 16. I had just turned 16. August 7, 2006. That was the determination behind my first son. Like,
you was pregnant at that time?
No, I wasn't pregnant. I wasn't pregnant at the time. The accident happened in 2006. I got pregnant in 2007. I had my son in 2008. So when I got pregnant, it was like, it wasn't hard and it wasn't easy either, because I felt like my purpose was way greater. Like, God kept me here for a reason. Like, Kurt, God rest his soul, Kurt would be in the he would be in the NBA. He would definitely be in the NBA.
And so with the accident, it was like someone like he saved you?
He most definitely we was riding down the street. Mm-hmm. We was playing. Him and his friend was fussing. They passed words, and it was like he turned the music up. Like, he turned the music up on the car.
You trying to tune them out?
Tune them out. They playing, but they was playing, but fussing at the same time. And he just hit the gas. Like, he just hit it. And immediately, like, that's all I remember. I just remember doing this. And before I fell, Kirk fell, but when he fell, he pushed me back.
Yeah.
So I was able to hold on a little longer, but I fell. But when I fell, I rolled like, you ever seen like you see a body being thrown out the car? Mm-hmm. It felt like that. Like, I rolled, like I could just feel, you feel your skin being torn, you feel your clothes, like you just
ripping up and all that.
I got up. I looked around. He never noticed we fell off the car until he got like to the end of the street. And when he got out, he was like, you know, like,
yeah, what just happened?
And I'm like, you stupid bitch, you made us fall. like what you doing?
Right.
He took off. Panic, he took off. I walked to Kirk. Kirk, get up. Get up. He not moving. I put my hand on his heart. When I touched his heart, beating, adrenaline. When I took my hand off his heart, the blood, I can't remember if it came out of his nose or his ears. It was either his nose or his ears. I saw the blood come out. I called my mama, told her we just had an accident. Kirk fell. He's not moving. She rushed. She came, got me. Took me to the hospital. She didn't know at the time, like everything on the right side of my body, it was 30-degree burns. Rushed me to the hospital. Got to the hospital. Checked me in. A couple of my friends came. I can't remember if I went to the back or if I was just finished checking in. And I'm like, what Kurt at? He good, right? He said, no, he ain't make it. And from that point on, like, I just knew God wasn't done with me. Whatever he had for me, he wasn't done with me.
Right.
Whatever that may be.
And right after that happened, how you said it was a year after that? That's when you got pregnant. And how old were you?
16. I was 16.
And how was that?
It was scary, but also too, I knew my purpose was way bigger.
Yeah.
My support system, amazing. I sold candy throughout school. Shout out Miss Reese. Shout out Miss Mayfield. Shout out Miss Norris. I sold candy, like, my classmates, like, when they found out I was pregnant, when I had the baby, I was sold out by third period.
Right.
Like,
that was your little hustle.
Yeah, it was. I was sold out about third period.
So then after that, you end up getting pregnant again.
13 months later.
Right.
Got pregnant again. Definitely a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know antibiotics and birth control don't mix.
You know not.
Antibiotics and birth control don't mix. Definitely don't mix. So, got pregnant.
You say that was 13 months later, right?
13 months later.
So, would you getting pregnant again after having the first one? Did you consider abortion?
Hell yeah.
Right.
Shout out B. Amazing mother. Amazing wife. She took me to the place to go see about the procedure, but I did the counseling but never went back for the procedure.
Why you think that is?
My mother called me. I was at the Brothers gas station. I think I probably just came back from the place, and she called like, "What you doing?" So what you mean? About to get something to eat? No, you already got one. What you gonna get rid of him for? What you gonna get rid of the other one for? And I'm like, how you know?
What you talking about?
And in those words, it just, I knew everything would be okay.
But it's real interesting to know how parents really be knowing everything. Why does he even tell them?
Always.
And you a parent now. so how is it like for you just seeing how your boys doing things and thinking you don't know what's going on?
I laugh at them. I laugh at them. Like, you really have to understand, like, I was 16 and pregnant.
Right.
I was doing all type of shit I ain't have no business. So what you think?
Right.
Okay.
So do you feel like, so what you having, how old your youngest boy is?
Seven.
What is the difference in having the two early in life and then having another one when you're older?
The two early, honestly, we raised each other, and shout out my brother and shout out my sister. They're not my biological brother and sister, but they Chris and Kaylin, they helped me raise my boys. Like, my sister moved in with me. My brother came, stayed with me for a little while, but my sister, she definitely helped me raise my oldest two.
Right. So,
and my baby nanny, Londa. Shout out Londa too.
So definitely. It's just about that whole support system. Gotta be strong.
Without your support system, there is no, like,
I can honestly say that now, even when we're having kids older, like, it really helps when you have a strong support system.
You can move mountains. Like, yeah. I have a degree. I have a CDL. Not because the oldest two father helped in any type of way, but because of my support system.
Right.
Including, like, my youngest son father. Like, he's the best father my kids could ever have.
Right.
Like, hands down.
Well, that's a good thing, though. Because that's just having people to always be there for you. A lot of people don't have that.
Shout out Carmen.
And it's like it's a amazing thing to have.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, and you don't like.
And a lot of people don't be grateful for just the small things that people do, especially for you, when they don't have to.
That's just selfish people in general.
Yeah.
That's just.
But they got a lot of selfish people out here. And then the selfish people be the main ones get mad when people don't want to help them out, but being ungrateful with everything that people do for them.
That's their way of living. That's their lifestyle.
I don't understand that lifestyle though.
People want something for nothing. Like, the way you don't understand the bullshit they do, they'll never understand the good that you do.
So it's a give or take.
Yeah. Like, some people just don't want to be better.
Yeah.
They enjoy
being chaotic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what make the world, right? You gotta have good people, gotta have bad people. Gotta have rich people, gotta have poor people. Like, I mean, it's just what it gotta be.
It does. And what side you choose to stand on, like, that determines who you are.
Yeah.
Because you could be just as fucked up as them.
Just in a different way. So what question you have for me?
How was life after your divorce?
Peaceful.
Peace that you cannot buy.
And I say that because I wasn't lying no more. Like, I was lying about how I felt about me being where I was at. I was lying about being good when I wasn't. I was lying about, okay, we got this and that, so everything, we good. We have an amazing relationship.
But that wasn't
what it was. And it's like, when you live like that, you become miserable. And you don't become miserable with the other person, you become miserable with yourself. And the fact that I really became miserable with myself because I knew that I wanted better, I knew that I needed to do better. That's why I was like, I got to figure out a way to get back to being me. Because dealing with that, I knew I couldn't be myself in a great version of me and still be there.
Your true, authentic self.
Right. I had to become something that I'm not in order to survive.
You was killing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's only gonna last for so long.
Right. You was killing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you was gonna die.
Yeah. Mentally. And then like, that was the whole reason why I started all this. It was like me thinking and seeing what I've been through and knowing that just from conversation from having with other people, I ain't the only person going through things like this.
For real.
So it's like, I know the world, everybody goes through something. And I know that everybody who goes through something, another person is going through the same thing. So why not give a positive platform for somebody to come and sit down and talk with me and talk about what they've been through to help another person going through the same thing? Just like you talking about being a teen mom. Pretty sure there's a lot of women dealing with that same thing. And I know there's a lot of women that can relate to everything you just said. And you got some women that don't have that. But the people who don't have that, what advice do you have for them?
My advice for teen moms is make a decision you and that child can live with. all women are not equipped to be mothers. A baby won't keep a man. A baby won't amount to love if you can't and not already loving yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Anything is possible. Just keep going. Like, no matter what life throws at you, just keep going.
So when you say everybody's not made to be a mother, I mean, it's the same thing go with fathers too. Because a lot of people have children but don't want to be a father.
And have a lot of them.
Yeah.
And really don't want to raise them.
Yeah, or don't want nothing to do with them. Yeah. I don't understand that, but that goes back to what you just said. People who are chaotic don't know how to be good. People who are good don't really understand the whole chaotic
And just
part.
how you said you don't understand it, I could never understand how you couldn't father something you created. Like, I would never be able to understand it.
Just me being older and analyzing people, I just really feel like it's just a whole fear thing. But at the same time, it's just like, well, it's fear and people who just don't know how to handle responsibilities. Because a lot of people don't know how to be held accountable and really deal with what they dish out.
No. And a lot of people play victim to circumstances they created.
Yeah.
A lot of people throw rocks and hide their hands.
Yeah. A lot of people. But we gotta do better. Just as people, period, man. This is crazy for real. Like, we gotta do better. And it's like our generation, it's like we caught in between the two.
Because you have children raising children.
Yeah. And it's not, and like now it's like we gotta come to a point where we was like, we gotta break our family cycle.
You know what's crazy? I just bought, I'm gonna say like 4 boxes of condoms. For my sons, for my little cousins, for their partners.
Yeah.
Like, I was 16. My son is 16. I would never want you to repeat the same pattern. Like, I want you to go so much further than me.
You feel made it hard for yourself?
What you said, this?
You feel like you made it hard for yourself?
Do I feel like I made it hard for myself?
Yeah.
In what aspect?
Life. You say you don't want him to go through or do the same thing as you. Do you feel like you made your life difficult?
Yeah. A little bit when I didn't have to.
Right.
Yeah.
So to try to make it easier for him, you just think this would be better to handle it like that?
Don't have kids. You have your whole life to be an adult.
Yeah. Don't try to act like you're an adult before you get to being an adult. Because being an adult is terrible. It sucks.
You're gonna be an adult way longer than
you
like really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
But I appreciate you doing this episode with me.
I appreciate you for having me.
This is another episode of the WeakLEE Podcast. Man, open, honest, vulnerable. Tune in next week. And this is the WeakLEE Podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in next week.